So we find ourselves back in this portal room where we were. The only remnant of the horrific beast that you guys slew is the foul stench. The smoky and burnt smell of demon flesh is thick in the air. You're all bandaging your wounds, wiping sweat and dirt from your faces, and sitting to take a breather when you hear an angry, sizzling, popping noise that sends chills down your spine. Suddenly, you awake from your dreary, battle-driven minds and realize the rift is still open. As each of you ponders this point, the barely alive shaman suddenly starts sputtering something sotto voce. In his dying breath, the shaman says, "If you try to destroy the portal, it will leave the rift permanently open. And there is a horde of hundreds of demons lined up on the other side of the rift." Choking, he lets out a laugh and continues, "They'll pour through the gateway. Within moments, you will all die." Cackling and then spitting out blood, the shaman's eyes roll up into his head. A shallow breath slips out of his mouth, and his head falls to the ancient stone floor with a loud crack. Hey, I didn't do any Cockney impersonations for that part.
No, that's pretty good. We are thus far impressed.
All right.
Give yourself a Benny.
Hey, I will.
Speaking of Benny.
Yeah, that reminds me. We need to get you guys fleshed out on some Benaroonies, huh?
And action cards. Adventure cards.
Oh, yeah.
Adventure cards have been reset and bennies have been dealt out. You are set. So your NPC Creek, who obviously is still here with you in this room, he runs to the portal and he peers almost hypnotically into the sizzling hole that separates your plane from the demon's plane. Clearly, from his expression, Creek sees something. Horror appears on his face as he quietly says, "The other world. The other hell." All of you feel your body tremble, and the hair, all of you except for Rocky probably, and the hair on the back of your neck stands on end as you look toward Creek. Suddenly he yells, "'Tis true. There are hundreds of demon lords and dozens of balrogs and even a few large and more terrifying creatures that will surely destroy everything." Just as everyone is about to react, a wailing scream comes eerily seeping through the portal. Even though the wicked screech is muffled by the crackling rift, it's scary enough to frighten the hardiest of characters. You guys are all powerful, high-leveled, seen a lot of shit in your adventures.
Legendary.
Yeah, in your own minds. But this is a new level of horror. Everyone, give me a spirit roll at -1. If you have a brave edge, let me know. Ooh.
That's not good.
Oh dear.
Man, am I happy I got that those spirit.
Looks like everyone's good. Ooh. Lloyd, are you spending bennies? Jesus.
Was that 2 Bennies spent on Lenny there?
Yeah, Lloyd, I think, did you throw me 2 bennies? And
you forgot your minus
Oh,
one.
no, he said he just sprint around. Okay, so he's...
all right.
He failed.
So you're going to go with it, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to open up the fear table.
And we're down a character. That was fun.
Okay. I need you to roll a d20, Lloyd.
Oh.
Holy shit.
That's not good.
All right. According to the fear table, you have...
the yellow square around the Lloyd now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Your character has gained a minor phobia, Lloyd. You have a minor phobia hindrance, and it's somehow associated with the trauma. Now, I can tell you the screech was that of a demon, so associating something to do with this portal, the rift, or demons in general, something along those lines.
French fries, maybe.
Yeah, I need you to...
One, he's a little bit afraid of demons behind purple portals.
So, come up with what that phobia will be.
Fear of the color purple, please.
All right. All right, my assumption is Lloyd can hear us, but he can't talk at this stage. So we'll assume that he's got a minor phobia of demons. And so, yeah, he'll be at a -1 for this encounter.
It's supposed to be an irrational fear, though, and that's kind of a irrational fear, to be a fear of demons.
Yeah, he's going to have to come up with, like, his creative way, right? He's just not doing any talking, though. We're talking for him.
Right. This isn't like the old, D&D fear spell, which causes you run away shrieking for 2 turns or something. It's something specific.
All right. So, moving on. This challenge will be run as a dramatic task. I know you guys are all familiar with dramatic tasks, so we're switching gears a little bit. It's not going to be a combat session. Because of the horde of demons and they're scrambling to come through the portal, you all will have 18 seconds to figure out how to close the rift and destroy the portal. So this all has to be done to stop the demons from entering your world. That's 3 rounds, and you need 28 successes.
Power of friendship.
28 successes are a lot of successes on.
That is a lot.
It's definitely a challenging task, but I think that you guys are up for it.
We have, we have six people? 3 rounds?
6 people.
What's the portal made out of?
That's like
stone, glass, anthracite,
that's like a
diamonds.
Success and a half per person every round.
It's made out of the wizard from the town, anthracite.
You remember him. That means, okay, so yes, 28 successes is going to mean more than 1 success per person or per round.
Von, quick question. Rocky here, as you know, he's a tank. He does nothing other than fight and take blows. Will he be able to attack this thing? Yeah,
essentially you'll use skill rolls against the dramatic task. So we'll have to find a skill that's associated with what you're trying to do. Now, Rocky's not going to be helpful, or at least that helpful, in the first round, because the first round, as we're going to discuss, is going to have to be using skills, more like smarts type skills, like, for instance, knowledge, or you could use notice. So we're going to...
Rocky, no, very smart.
No, Rocky's not smart at all. So he's going to have issues initially. So obviously your odds are increased if everybody's participating in this mini mission. And if you guys fail the dramatic task, it's still going to continue. But demons will leap through during the task, and they'll need to be dealt with while you continue dealing with later stages of the dramatic task. It's also possible, by the way, that you'll get critical failures, and that's pretty ugly. So we'll go over that if we run into it, but there are complications. And the first 5 successes, as I said, they need to be knowledge or notice based. So before you can move on to using other skills, like your fighting skill to smash this thing into oblivion, you're going to have to come up with some knowledge and notice skills, successes. For the last 2 rounds, any explainable skills. You guys will take a moment to explain to me what you're trying to do, and then any of those explainable skills, as long as they make sense, will be allowed to be used.
Von, would there be potentially the opportunity for some type of spells to be useful?
Spells could potentially, if you convince me that, you know, this is a spell that will work in this situation.
So
where
I have the Arcane Temptation Inspiration card. Add +2 trait rolls made to activate powers for the remainder of this encounter.
Ooh, that would be good for me.
So
yeah,
that's why I'm asking you if spells may come in handy.
Yeah, exactly. As long as we know that it's associated with, you know, what we're working on or whatever, it should be fine.
Okay.
But it won't be like a combat type thing. You know what I mean? You'll still just have to make a success.
Sure. Yeah. But this would add +2 to that.
Okay. Exactly.
Yep. All right.
Hey, I'll trade you that card for the I really hate these guys card, and you can really hate the portal or demons or something.
Lovely. Trade's done.
Doesn't Rocky hate everything?
Except Eliana. Rocky love Eliana.
That's right. Okay. All right, guys, I want you to prepare. This is going to be the fight of your life. And hopefully we all make it out of it in one piece. I have a stack of 28 poker chips in front of me. And I know Joe and Larry are jealous because they love poker. These are your task tokens. And currently they reside in the you lose pile. And with each success that any of you make, I'll move a chip over to the you win pile. Raises will give you an extra token. And I'm going to allow double raises. So if you guys...
How about triple raises?
No triple raises.
Oh.
We'll allow double raises. So if you guys stack up or, you know, ace on some of your rolls or something along those lines and get really good outcomes, we can do double raises. Look, there's... I haven't even been keeping up with the chat. What are you guys talking about? All right. So... And as we talked about also, there's 4 special task tokens. They have to be completed first. Okay? You can use knowledge or notice throughout this entire thing if you wanted to. However, the first 4 will have to be that. So for these 3 rounds, you'll still draw action cards just like in combat, and we'll go in that order. Jokers will work like normal. So if anybody gets a joker, they're going to get +2 on skill rolls. But you should be aware of complications. If your action card is a club, then something's gone wrong. And your attempts that round are going to be made at -2. And you can always choose to skip rolling, obviously, but like we talked about earlier, we need more than a success for each person every round to complete this dramatic task. So if you choose to skip, you know, that's going to be up to you and the rest of the group. Bennies can be spent to redraw cards. I don't know if you guys remembered that one because we don't use bennies for that very often. And I think Lloyd has the level-headed edge. So with that, he draws 2 cards. So Lloyd, there's a perfect example of why you might choose a lower card. In this circumstance, if the club was a higher card, you could choose to go with the lower one and not have the club. So remember, if you fail, then a few demon lords are going to fight their way into this world, and you'll have to deal with them. And we'll just continue working on it. And as I said, you need...
Will it start over again at that point with 28, or do we just continue on from where we were?
No, it'll be one more round, and what we'll do is I'll add some additional chips to what you need to finish it.
Gotcha.
And so, as we said, it's 28 chips. That's everything that I've got, so good luck on your dramatic task. Let's deal some cards out and see who's going to be going when.
Rocky no need luck. Rocky have rock fist.
So Vaughn, you were mentioning earlier we could argue different skills. That does not apply to the first round.
Yeah, so...
And we can also we can multi-action, right? So like someone could roll 2
Yep.
notices in the round.
Yes, you can multi-action. However, you incur the multi-action penalty.
Can you do 2 notices, or would it be like a notice and a spellcast?
You probably wouldn't do 2 notices.
That seemed a little weird.
That's a valid point. But you could do maybe like a notice and a knowledge check if you were that crazy at -2.
Right. Because we all have such great knowledge on our characters, right?
Right.
Anybody have more than a D4 for common knowledge?
Yeah, boy.
And Vaughn, with dramatic task, a failure doesn't matter. A critical failure does, but a failure itself doesn't matter, right?
A failure does not matter. It just means that you won't be moving a success token. If you critically fail, I'm going to take a success token from the win side and move it back over to the lose side.
Sure. Yeah. So in this case, I'm just to kind of confirm. Even if, say, Rocky is waiting to know what to attack because no one's told him yet, he could still roll notice even though he has a small dice for it, right?
Yeah, but then you're using your turn. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I'm just saying. I mean, it's still something that you can do even if you have a small dice, right? Because you're not necessarily risking, except for risking the critical failure. You're not. A failure doesn't do anything negative.
And that was on a D4? Shoot.
What was that? Common knowledge?
Yeah, he's going first, and he just nailed it.
Dude.
Hey, don't forget his -1.
So, right. So is that a double raise then?
That's a double raise.
So he gets a success, a raise, and a double raise.
That's the way to start it, Lloyd. You're definitely legitimate.
Only the first 2 raises count in this scenario, but yeah, nice.
Yeah, so you guys only need one more knowledge check.
One?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And Creek has drawn a club, Ajax has drawn a club, and Rocky has drawn a club. So they will all go at -2. And
if you guys want to wait until after I go, I'm pretty guaranteed to get a success on my notice roll to help.
Yeah,
and that'll allow you to open up.
I'm certainly not going to get a notice roll, so.
Yes, I can go
So just go on hold until after Eliana goes.
yeah, that's what Creek's going to do too. He's going to go on hold since he's a -2, and his notice is horrible. Okay, so Ajax, you're going to go on hold?
Yeah.
All right. Talarian, are you going to try?
Hold.
Okay, that's what I figured. All right, Eliana.
D4, yeah.
All right, that's all we needed, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Not too good, but good enough.
Squeaking by with a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what's happened is Lloyd and Eliana have gotten in close, and they're like checking out the runes that are written on this portal, and Lloyd kind of picked up on some of the runes, and Eliana has figured out, that there's different components involved here with the portal, and she's just kind of like making her way around the ring here and figuring out that there's certain ways that you guys can possibly damage the portal. Also, Lloyd, you realize that you probably could use banish, but other things that might be useful would be like if you have the what's that wall spell? I don't remember the power where you can build a
barrier.
Barrier, yeah. So barrier, banish, things along those lines would probably be helpful. There's not too much else spell-wise that you think is going to be helpful in this scenario.
Entangle.
Entangle's not really the same as barrier, and kind of is more just like a magical entanglement, and so he doesn't think that that's going to work as well, if at all, in this scenario. But Eliana and Lloyd have both figured out for you guys all how it needs to be dismantled, and what and No, Eliana, I don't think that there's any kind of manipulation that you can do here. What you're seeing with the ring, you see like a definite way and an order to sort of the portal's destruction, and you see it in a fashion that you think you'll be able to go through with this and hopefully have the rift not remain open, because that's one of the problems that you're worried about, is that this rift will stay open.
All right.
So, Talarian and Ajax, do you guys want to come off of hold, or are you planning to stay?
What can we do if we come off of hold?
You can roll any, you got to come up with what you're doing, but you can roll any of your skills.
Ask one of the guys who noticed something what you should do.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can we do?
And so you have a decent fighting skill, right? So you probably, along with Rocky, you probably want to focus on the utter destruction from a physical standpoint.
Okay, so it can just be destroyed.
Yeah, and basically just, based on what Lloyd and Eliana have found out about it. So Eliana would say to you, like, hit it here kind of thing. And then you'll roll a fighting die. Now, remember, you are a club, right?
I am. So I'm rolling a -2.
So, yeah, you'll be a -2, and all you need is a success.
Yeah.
Ajax is requesting an interrupt. Did you read that?
I just took him off hold.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
It was
nice.
raised.
And how come it says -1? Did you add the -2?
Yeah,
I
it's in
added
there.
the -2.
Okay, cool.
If you look at the chat, he got +1 because of his chain shirt.
Ah, yes, the mithril. Okay. So 2 tokens have moved over. Talarian, are you off hold?
I will go off hold, assuming
Hold on, guys.
Eliana
Guys, I'm
or
gonna say it.
Lloyd can tell me where to shoot. I can put arrows.
This doesn't seem so hard. I think it'll be pretty easy, guys.
We got 28 successes to get.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Rocky.
we're rolling right through them. It'll be great.
So, assuming I am told where to shoot arrows to maybe disable portions of the portal, I will do called shots at a -4. Does that work?
I don't think you need to do a called shot. It's non-moving. You don't get any extra damage.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel, though, about also maybe Eliana wants to chime in or something, but shooting a bow and arrow into stone with everybody standing right here.
Well, what if he shoots his arrow into the portal to destruct the demons that are coming in to kind of buy us a little bit more time?
Or I could use my, you could tell me, hey, there's some arcane component of it, and I can roll spellcast.
Yeah, I'm just leery with it. I almost lean more toward where Eliana's talking about with the bow, and I mean using it with the demons. But at this stage, you don't have demons literally leaping through the thing. So I kind of want to put the bow on the back burner, see if you can come up with something creative.
Also, just to make a point here, I know you like to use the bow because that has the normal, you just have to hit 4 to actually hit somebody. But that doesn't apply here because we're just rolling, essentially fighting skill checks when you get down to it.
Right.
So you need a 4 if you're using a sword. It's okay.
Yeah, this is a success at 4.
Right. Well, this is obviously an arcane device, so there must be some arcane components. So,
Absolutely.
my
Valid point.
and Eliana probably picked up on those components and should be able to convey, hey, we need to do X, Y, and Z related to spellcasting, and then I could roll
seems
spellcasting.
reasonable.
Yeah, that works perfectly, I think. So give me a skill roll.
Before you roll spellcasting, Wait. Eliana, play your card.
Sorry, I meant to take off multi-action because I was going to shoot the bow.
Yeah, hold on. Before you roll spellcasting. Wait a second. Eliana, I'm gonna play that card I gave you because it applies to everybody.
Oh, it applies to everybody?
Yeah.
For real?
Oh.
It does not say to you. This should apply to everybody.
Which card is it? Arcane Inspiration?
It seems like it's got to be per person, though.
Yeah, I think that's for the person who's throwing it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
Usually they say that.
I think it's implied, though. Because it would also mean that... Because it also mean like enemies would have the same thing, and then it's kind of negates it, and it's like, I don't know, it'd be weird if it applied to everybody.
Yeah, I think that's just for a single person.
All right, fair enough.
I mean...
That's Eliana's card whenever you want to use it.
All right. Yeah, I'll use it because I'll be doing spellcasting for future rounds also.
Cool. All right, we'll just say Eliana's thrown it.
Yes.
All right. So, Talarian, you rolled...
I accidentally had multi-action on.
So you rolled a 3?
Yeah.
So that is not a success.
Nope.
Just letting you know. So you can throw a Benny, or you can...
You might as well throw a Benny, because we got Bennies to go through.
Yeah, you just want to remember, if you don't succeed, demons are leaping through.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Oh.
Apparently do not.
Wow.
Went in the wrong direction, man. Determination. There we go.
Now it's like,
yes.
What the?
That was worth it.
That would be a triple success.
Very nice.
Worth 2 bennies.
That was definitely worth 2 bennies.
All right. So that is 3 successes.
Correct.
All right. Let's see. It is Alduin's turn. Creek is staying on hold.
He better stay on hold the whole time.
Right?
Right. Well, push him in.
As long as he's getting clubs, he's staying on hold. All right. Alduin, what do you got?
Okay, so the skills I have that are above 4 are spellcasting, notice, common knowledge, and healing. So can I notice something else, or?
Yeah, you absolutely can help. Notice is not done. We just needed it in the beginning round, and that's fine. If that's the direction that you want to go.
Another question is, can he assist, like with the notice? If he does a multi-action and spends 1 action helping everybody, and 1 action noticing, and I do the same thing, then will we get a +2 for everybody?
Yeah, support.
Actions. Yeah, it's doing supports by saying, hey, do this here, do that there.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and then that's fine, but you guys will incur the multi-action penalty.
Right.
The people who are using your support, though, won't. Right?
Right. Okay, so what do you...
One per person.
I don't need to make a roll to support, though, right?
No.
I just incur the penalty?
Yeah, you would just incur the multi-action, and then what a support, it gives them +2?
+1 per person doing the supporting.
+1, okay. So basically, if you were supporting others, then it would just boil down to them getting a +1. You would be at -2 for doing multi-action if you supported.
Although, wait, we shouldn't do it at the end of the round, though, right? Because if at the end of the round, all it can do is really help Rocky this round, or would it extend over into the next round?
No, support is round-based. So it wouldn't extend over, and Rocky's rolling on a 2 of clubs.
Right. Okay, so All right, I'll
Yes.
look around like the base or like look for any weak point.
Cool. All right. Another notice success. And so you have information too. So now Lloyd, Alduin, and Eliana can support anybody that they want in their turn in the next round based on the knowledge that they're gathering from this. Rocky.
All right, so I'm attacking with my fist because that's what I attack with, right? I've got the martial warrior edge, which is what turns my fists into weapons. That gives me +2 to my
Right, so
fighting attack.
you're doing the fighting skill, right?
I am.
Okay.
Before I do that, though, I would like to play this card. Oh, well,
No.
yes, I played the card for Eliana since we traded, and now it won't let me throw another one. But the
Right.
card is get savage.
Oh,
It
okay.
gives me the benefit of any one edge, regardless of prereqs. And I would like to take the Master, which was legendary, for fighting.
Gain,
Wait. Yes.
gain the
That's exactly
benefits
what I
of
wanted to do.
any one edge, regardless of requirements for the rest of the encounter. And which edge do you want?
Master for fighting.
Okay.
This increases my wild dice to a D10.
Oh, that sounds like a really nice edge. Okay, master. And all right, I will drop master on you.
All right, so tell me once it's there.
It is there.
All right, let me just check my attack here to make sure that it's going to show up the right stuff. All right, it did not adjust the wild dice. I'm just going to toss a D10 into the wild dice for the thing. All right.
How do you
So-
know that it didn't? Because when you picked them up or something?
No, because I looked at the modifiers and I had D6 in it for the wild dice. I changed it to a D10 right now. I'll fix it back to D6 later. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm at a -2 because I've got the club. I'll put the -2 modifier in there. All right. So I'll be attacking the golden portal thing. Woo! Barely made it.
Yes, but you did. That is the sound of one success.
That is the sound of
Okay.
lovely.
You guys have made it through that.
Oh, and I forgot. Rocky looks at the golden edge and the swirling portal and growls at it in anger because he feels like he should have done better.
So wait, Creek didn't do anything?
Creek
Last
did
turn?
Creek did nothing. He's at a -2 and he's rolling on like D4s. I think he's got a couple D6s.
Creek did the right
Yeah,
thing.
D4 is
Nothing
better
the right
than...
thing.
No, that's not true.
Did you see him try to walk stealthily? He dropped everything he owned.
But did you do he's got a -2 doesn't mean he's got a better, lower chance of getting a critical failure, which is the only thing we want to avoid him doing, right? It couldn't hurt to
That's
try.
a good point. So
Does he get a wild die?
he was very uncomfortable having gotten... No, he does not get a wild die.
Ooh.
So
Oh, so that does increase his critical failure. Oh, no, because he still has to roll a D6 if he fails to see if he gets a critical failure, though.
So he has a D6 on notice. So this round he'll participate trying to do the notice.
All right.
Okay, so we have Eliana and that's it with a club. So Eliana, you are in complications. Lloyd, you're up. Why is Lloyd not talking? All right.
You know, Lloyd does not have to talk if he keeps rolling like that.
So Lloyd knows where he's hitting and everything. Ah, no Mike. Yes. And did he just get 2 raises again? No.
Just one.
Just one raise. Okay. Okay, Lloyd, this is the sound of success. 2 poker chips just moved over to the you win side. All right. Alduin.
I announced that I plan on supporting anybody this round because I can't do a whole lot. So if you wait until I'm supporting, then you might get a +1 to your roll.
I'm definitely supporting.
Support Rocky. Rocky hit 2 times.
Maybe more.
Maybe 3 times.
Alright, well, I feel like if I can...
Sorry, Rocky only knows 3 numbers. Maybe 9,000 times. 1, 2, 9,000.
So, what would a common knowledge roll do? Like, see if I knew how to break something or how to disable something?
Yeah, common knowledge will give you a success as well. It's basically just understanding a little bit better about this device and figuring out how, to destroy it.
Alright, cool. I'm going to look at these symbols for a little bit, see if anything makes sense.
All right.
Oh, wait, what?
What the
Oh, man.
What does that mean?
I put a modifier in.
Yeah, but what's the natural 0?
Yeah, how does that happen?
Fortunately, a critical failure is only on natural 1, so this was fine.
What does it mean?
I think that's a bug. You have to re-roll that.
What? How is there a natural 0, man?
Wait, it says manual roll. He somehow did a manual roll, not a die roll.
Well, how do I roll a 0?
Well, you told it to roll a 0 somehow.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you rolled a D0.
Alduin's hacking. Don't be hacking and tell it to roll a 6. All right. Oof. Rocky, what are you doing? All right, so
I was on mute. I have no idea what I just did.
All right, Alduin, your roll was a fit. You're gonna use a Benny?
Let's do it.
All right.
Don't roll another 0.
Oof.
Alright, I forfeit.
All right. So you multi-actioned. You're supporting.
Yes, I am.
Who are you supporting?
Rocky, since he claimed it first.
All right. Cool. Okay.
So support is a +1 to my roll?
Yes. Ajax is up. Ajax, what are you going to do?
Is anyone else supporting this round?
I'm going to be.
I'll wait till I have some support.
Ajax is on hold. Eliana, you're up.
All right, since I got the club, I'm going to support. That's one action, right?
Yeah.
Before I do another action,
Yeah.
it's a multi-action.
Yeah, but you can't multi-action support.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Actually, it might make more sense for me to just make a roll then if I can't do a double action. Yeah, Ajax, go ahead and go. I'm not going to be able to support this turn, so.
Oh, okay.
You're accurate.
All right, Ajax.
I'm gonna go for another fighting roll, but maybe I'll multi-action.
Nice. Not so nice.
Oof.
That's okay. That's still 2 successes in there.
Yeah, you got a third success now. Nice.
All right. 3 successes.
What are we down to?
How many more do we need?
Looks like you are down to 12.
Bond's not used to counting that many chips.
Bastard. All right. Eliana, you're up.
All right. Can I make a thievery roll to see like traps and like disarming this thing?
Yeah, thievery roll I think fits into this well.
All right. Does this club modifier already take effect, or do I got to put it on my?
Yeah, you got to do a -2 on your roll.
Okay. There we go.
Nicely done.
Dang. All right. That's a success with a raise. Ooh, and look at that. Your Thorax's legendary leather cloak is paying off.
No doubt.
Okay, Rocky.
Along with my thieving skill.
Rocky Smash.
Rocky Smash. So I've got a +1 from being supported, right?
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Eliana, you have to make a support roll, right? Yeah.
I chose not to support this turn, but what do you...
Oh, right. Who is
mean?
Alduin is. So,
Yeah.
So you need to make a support roll.
What does that take?
I don't know. It says roll the relevant skill. So if you're helping Rocky, this may not be good, Alduin.
Well, he can he can use like notice or common knowledge to say this is where you need to hit it, though, right?
Yeah. In this case, the support is telling me where it hit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so just give me a either you can choose notice or common knowledge.
Sweet.
There we go. So that's +1 for Rocky.
Rocky, you are at a +1.
Perfect. Rocky will be taking 2 attacks at the designated spot.
So just for future notice, though, this would have been better off if Alduin, you would just use that notice to take off 1 more point rather than giving Rocky a +1. Right. I know I was the one who suggested doing a support roll, but looks like that might not be paying off.
It's a valid point.
All right, so I'm taking 2 attacks. Rocky stares at the place that Alduin is pointing his hand. Growls, "Move, stupid hand!" and swings his fists. 1 time. He swings his fist a 2nd time. It changed my... you know what? It changed my modifier. We fix that. Alright. It swings his fist a 2nd time.
So is that 3 successes?
It's 3 successes. Rocky lifts his rock fist in the air, bouncing around like, well, kind of like Rocky the Boxer.
So you guys definitely feel like you're making headway. The rift is sputtering, and you know, things are definitely coming apart with the portal. It's starting to be just a little bit shaky. It's definitely in a position that you feel like not only are you feeling like you can accomplish this, but you feel like it's also going to close the rift when you destroy the portal. So everybody's feeling pretty confident about the actions that you guys are doing. So Creek is going to do...
Get a critical failure and screw us all?
Probably.
Right.
He's going to roll notice.
Accidentally pushed Alduin in. Wow.
Creek's just like, he's looking at y'all like, yeah, I'm checking it out. I'm going to help too. And he just keeps kind of looking around.
Maybe try punching it.
Almost trips and falls in.
Yeah. All right, Talarian.
Okay, so I've got this adventure card called Perfect Timing. It allows me to go through the deck and pull any other adventure card, right? So the adventure card I'd like to pull is called Inspiration. It says player characters add +2 to all trait totals for the rest of this. No, never. I'll play it next round, I guess. Never mind. It says this round. Never mind.
Cool, but you got the card. So you played the card, got the card. Do you have to play it?
No, I'm gonna play it. I'll play it next round, I hope.
Okay.
So everybody wait till after he plays it. Then.
So see, Rocky, that answers your question, though. There's a card that says all player characters get +2.
Be like that. Just make sure you play it at the very beginning next round.
Woo! 2 successes.
Wow. Nice.
Nice.
There may not be a next round.
All right, so what did you do?
Repeat.
Refresh my memory.
So, Eliana was telling me what I needed to do in the arcane realm to start dismantling this portal the safe way.
All right, cool.
Spellcasting.
So you're basically helping the rift and closing the rift while the other guys are smashing the portal.
Right.
All right, that's the sound of 2 tokens going to the win pile.
How many left?
I'm waiting for the sound of Vaughn sneaking more tokens into the lose pile.
Right. You have 5 tokens left, and you're in your last round.
No problem.
I'm gonna say maybe we don't need that adventure card.
We haven't gotten the critical failure yet.
Yeah, but
And
you know,
Creek's first.
Play it anyways, just to make sure.
With a
Play a
club.
card even if
He got the
you can play a
ace of
card even if
clubs.
this is not your, you can play a card when it's not your turn. It's okay. You can
Okay.
play it at the beginning of the round.
There's only one club in your party, and it's Creek, and he goes first.
You may want to play that card.
So Creek is going to go ahead and do a notice roll. Ooh.
You should have played the card. Actually, it didn't matter, would
It
it?
still wouldn't have mattered.
Oh, I hate
See, if
that
it's a
card.
critical failure, though, we're rolling a d6.
Y'all,
Can I kick him in the portal?
y'all hear that?
You got to roll a d6, see if it's a critical failure or not.
I thought a natural one was a critical failure.
Well, no, he's right. On NPCs, you do that. But in this case, for dramatic task, and for it to be dramatic, we're going to keep that being a critical failure. And
Okay.
Creek basically steps back, because he's also at a -2 with club. So technically, he's just rolled like a -1. So he steps back. He's kind of like, yeah, I see how to do it, and you guys are doing a good job. So I'm gonna step back here, and he kind of
Just
just
gotta let you
steps
guys
back.
stay at it. Yeah.
So Talarian, you are up.
I will play my 1 card.
Your 1 card.
It's like the One Ring, except
Oh.
the card.
The adventure card, and then I want to go through the deck and pull out inspiration for everyone else.
All right, so everybody will be at a +2 this round with their trait rolls.
Correct.
And so a trait roll trickles into skill. Is that the way that we're reading that?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, it should.
All
If
right.
you have a
Skill is a trait roll.
D12 plus 2.
Can we stack that adventure card? Because I have that and was saving it for the last round in case we needed it.
You have that card?
No,
Then
yeah,
then
so-
then Larry can't find it.
No, then it's not in the deck.
Unless you
Yeah.
played it.
I'll play it.
You can
No,
play
it's a
it, and then
different
he
card.
can find it, and then play it again.
Yeah.
So that it stacks. You gotta toss your card, though.
He
I
just
just
did.
played it.
No, but it's not stacking.
Why wouldn't it stack?
Because it's not back in the deck right now. It's laying on the board in front of you. I would give him it next turn, putting it back in the deck. and-
Yeah.
next round. But
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, we've got it one way or another.
Fair
all right,
enough. We got
all
it.
right. So everybody's going to get a +2. What's your move, Talarian? You already did it, right? Oh
Well,
no, that was the last turn.
card. Right, so I'll just go back to trying to close the portal some more.
Wait a minute. So you're going to do it with the spell casting, right?
Yes.
What's your die roll on spellcasting?
D8.
Plus
You know what? Because Rocky,
+2.
I never played that card that Rocky gave me for increasing spellcasting. Can I give that to him, or did you already play a card?
Well, I played a card in the game, but I couldn't play the card because
The card didn't exist that he wanted.
Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier.
It's cool.
So,
Okay.
So in actuality, you could trade that to him, and he could play that.
So yeah, so then we'll have Rocky play the card that it was for that I was going to take for spellcasting, and have it be for him instead. Right.
Okay.
So he's
So-
got +2 spellcasting.
And then +2 for the inspiration.
Right.
So
We'll go Power
he's
Ranger.
automatically a raise or a success.
Unless he gets a crit fail.
Don't say that.
Well, we
Come
don't.
on.
We don't want to think
We
that
don't
way.
talk about those things.
Yeah, we know you're dreaming over that.
There's like drool coming down.
Right.
Hey Vaughn, do you mind giving me my 1 Benny back, please?
Oh yeah, good point. Sure.
What'd you spend the Benny for?
That
Plant
card,
that card.
that card he threw required a Benny.
Oh, okay.
That card he didn't throw required a Benny.
No doubt that one is right.
All right.
Okay, so the question is, do I want to do a single action or double action?
You might as well do double action, right?
Yeah.
Although a single action,
Because you're
already
at
have a-
+4 right now.
you have a +4. You got a pretty good chance of doubling up or tripling. Whereas if you take a double action, you incur the -2s.
So,
It
Vaughn,
doesn't
do I
matter.
need
We're
to
going
add
to win
a,
this thing
Yeah,
anyway.
it doesn't matter. Either way works.
Vaughn, do I need to manually add a +2 modifier?
We can just calculate
+4.
it up.
Okay.
+4.
So that's 1 success.
Do
Wow.
it again.
Wow. Hey.
And that's 2 successes.
No, that's
That's 3.
That's
wait a minute,
three,
3
4.
successes.
4 total.
Oh,
Yeah, 4
right,
total.
because +4.
+4.
No, wait a
That-
minute.
The first one's a
Yeah.
success. The
Right.
second one is
+2
9
for
+4.
inspiration.
So the
You got
second
2.
one can only have. Oh yeah, you can have 2 raises.
It's +4 for all these things.
Yeah. So
Right,
that would
right.
be 4 total successes.
Bam. It's looking good. Now let's see how Rocky rolls. Come on, crit. I mean, success.
Because Rocky is a cocky dude. He's going to go hit it twice again.
All right.
That's it, right?
Dang.
Rocky lashes out at it twice, trying to break it into pieces, growling the whole time.
The last 2 dramatic task tokens.
Rocky stomps on the pieces of the portal as it falls apart. Ah! Rocky smash!
All right.
Rocky claims victory.
Okay, so the rift has been sealed up by the work that Talarian was doing, and
Before it closes, Rocky kicks Creek in. Quickly.
and also Eliana and Alduin and Leloid basically have controlled and maintained and sealed the rift up. Just as Rocky starts smashing the stone portion of the portal, and it finally comes apart, and
Good stuff, Rocky.
basically just breaks right apart before everybody's eyes. Now, let me just...
Rocky destroy portal. Rocky is fighting God.
Let's see, I've got a table here to roll on, so give me just a moment. The ground... Yeah, the ground starts to shake, and there's a deep rumble coming from everywhere. The noise is almost overwhelming, and all of you cover your ears in pain.
Rocky have no ears.
The guy like the run. He's like, I already got to run in. So the rift turns inward where it was sealed and everything. It turns in toward itself and appears right before your eyes to sew shut. And at the same time, the portal device cracks apart and explodes into shards of stone, metal, crystal, and glass. Holy crap.
What?
The rift portal just it completely explodes and blows all of you back, and everybody falls onto their backs. Everybody is basically not quite stunned, but just completely blasted.
Hey, Yvonne, I'd like to spend a Benny to make you re-roll.
Ooh, I think you can do that.
I can. You can spend bennies to affect the narrative of.
Yeah. I'll allow that.
We can each spend one if you need.
No. I'll allow it. It's fine, Rocky. Throw a Benny and I will re-roll.
Anything's better than what you rolled.
Well,
right?
I don't even know what it was, but it's better than that.
There's one worse. All right. Are you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Really?
my gosh.
Wow.
Come on, Rocky. All right. Here we go. We'll eventually get something that you guys like. Ooh, this is a cool one. It'll add a little character to everyone. Everyone is stunned, shaken, and suffers some.
Oh, I'll take it.
Suffers some permanent, cosmetic, physical alteration, like a white streak forms in their hair, your eye has a twitch constantly, or some other minor physical alteration manifests. So, bam! This thing just explodes, blows you guys backward. Everybody's stunned, everybody's shaken, and everybody has taken a cosmetic physical alteration. One testicle. I'll do it.
I got hit.
That's awesome.
All of Rocky's stone turns from normal rock color to jet black.
All right, Lloyd gets a scar, so there's a scar on his face. Talarian has a white streak in his hair. Alduin has one of his testicles blown off. You just wanted me to read that. Ajax, what do you got, a broken nose? It's like disfigured now?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm imagining like just half of it is gone.
Oh, jeez. All right. So disfigured. All right, cool. Lloyd suddenly has a monster mustache. No, we'll stick with the scar. So Eliana got hit with the testicle. And let's see.
Or her ear.
Talarian. Oh, Cosmic Stash. Rocky Stone looks like it's been scorched. I like it. Yeah, you got like a scorch tattoo on you. And part of Eliana's ear is torn and scarred. All right, awesome. So everybody.
Yeah, no, that's a cool roll, man. I like that.
Yeah, everybody's
that was worse
got.
than Benny's.
That was worse than Benny's. Yeah, that was cool. And actually, I think Paul threw a Benny in there too. I'm going to give that back. And actually, I'm going to give everybody one Benny because I like your disfigurements. And I'll even give Alduin one for his single nut.
That's a large sacrifice.
I'm going to my note page right now and adding that figment in the notes.
You better take
Exactly.
note.
And I see there's a message in Discord, but I haven't gone over there in a little while, so let me make sure that there's not anything. Oh, man, I should have read that hours ago. All right. So everybody is stunned and shaken. And it's an interesting time for that, because you guys have successfully destroyed the portal. However, I have some interesting news for you. So stunned means you're distracted, right? And you have fallen prone. You can't move or take any actions, and you're subject to the drop. Okay, stunned is pretty nasty. And so what'll happen is at the beginning of this next round,
Lovely card.
you'll make a ooh,
We will make no
Or
such
will
roll.
we?
what the hell? Great card, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, just as I was about to plop all of the distracted on you, or stunned. Okay.
You should have waited till he did it all.
Miraculously, everyone is blasted. Everybody is scarred or disfigured in some form or fashion, as we discussed. And they fall back onto your backs. And you were stunned and distracted and all of that jazz. But for some reason, you kind of snap to. You come out of it. And as you get into seated positions,
Oh, there he is.
you see
Oh my god.
across the room from you,
Freak turns into a Balrog.
No, it's Major Havoc.
Oh, Rocky fight Major Havoc.
suddenly a booming, deep voice yells, "It is time for you to die."
Creek,
Battle.
he's talking to you, Creek.
Turn. Yeah.
Everyone just like get out of the way. Have Creek fight him for a little while.
Right.
Make
As
then we'll fight.
as you guys like get into your seated positions and you're starting to pick yourselves up and everything with your one testicle and scarred ears and shit, basically you turn and you see a very large dark knight, and he's clad in massive black armor that has sharp thorns protruding all over it. Major Havoc steps into the room, revealing his massive size, an ominously dark aura. Scratching metal sings a chilling song as he slides dual katanas out of sheaths mounted on his back.
Rocky's so excited.
Well, Rocky should be excited. This is going to be a good one.
Did he pull those out of his sheath too?
Yeah. Havoc strikes an intimidating pose and stands ready for battle as 6 dark rangers slip in from behind him and line up in defensive positions around him.
Punny stupid Havoc.